Ms. Jacobs.
Hello, Ms. Davis.
Hello, Mr. Jacobs. How are you two today?
All right.
Fine.
Okay, is it okay if I call you Embry?
Of course.
You Maurice?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Before we start the session, I would like to get to know a little bit more about you guys. Embry, I'll start with you first. How long have you two been married?
We've been married for 8 years now.
Okay, that's excellent. Do y'all have any children together?
No, not yet.
Outside the marriage?
No.
No? What type of work do you do?
I'm a teacher, a third grade teacher.
That's excellent.
Yes.
It must be exciting.
Yes, I love my kids. They're a joy and they fill a void in my life.
Have you ever had counseling before?
No, I haven't. This is my first time.
Okay. What about you, Maurice? Have you ever consulted counseling before?
No, this is my first time.
It's your first time as
Yeah.
well?
Yes.
So y'all did not have kids, outside of the marriage or anything
No.
like that?
No.
So what type of work do you do?
I'm an RN with a recent promotion.
That's excellent. Congratulations. How do y'all feel about that news?
I'm happy about my promotion, but
I'm happy. I just don't like the fact that, his workload has changed. He works a lot, and it's putting a strain on our marriage,
Okay. So, Embry, I'll just continue to start with you first. So what brings you here today is...
Like you said, he just recently got a promotion. It's been about 6 months now, but lately, we're having marriage problems. We don't have, good communication skills. I feel like he's not there for me when I need him to be, and he's always working. We don't have any free time for us, as a couple. And when we do talk to each other, it's like we always have a disagreement with each other. We can't ever be on the same page with each other. We don't visit our families anymore. We barely have time for our friends. I mean, even on the telephone, he's always busy. Can I call you back? I'm doing this. I'm doing that. It's too much for me. It's getting overwhelming. I can't handle it anymore.
You specified that, you guys don't talk to your family much. How's that affecting you, not being able to talk to your family? Are you close?
Yes, we are very close with our families. It's just that we don't get to see them, much. Even around the holidays because he's so busy with his work, and I feel like, it shouldn't be that way. We should at least have time, to spend with our families and each other for that matter. It's just too much.
I would like to know a little bit more about your relationship. How did you guys meet? How was that?
We met about 10 years ago. We were both still in college, and his roommates was dating one of my girlfriends back then, so we decided to double date one night, and we hit it off perfectly. He was the perfect gentleman. He was very romantic. He was always there when I needed him to be. He was like my knight in shining armor. So when he proposed to me, I was taken. I was so taken. And we got married about a year and a half later. Everything was good up until recently, about 6 months, when he got his promotion. It's like, he's too busy, like marriage. I feel like marriage is a convenience for him rather than something that, it should be based on love and communication and us spending time with each other. But I don't feel like he sees it that way because we've been having problems, and I taught him about these problems also, and he would say, well, we'll get better, I'll try to, spend more time with you and stuff, but it never gets better. He's always the same Maurice, when that time comes.
You say it's convenience. Wow, that's a powerful word, convenience. Why do you feel that way?
I feel like he's married, he married me just to say he's married. I mean, I don't feel like we're in love with each other anymore because I don't feel as if we're husband and wife. I feel as if I'm just his roommate. I'm there, to clean house and cook for him and stuff. I don't feel like we're a couple anymore. It's just, just for him to have a ring on his finger. That's how I feel about it. Not that he's cheating or, want to be in a relationship with someone else. It's just that I don't feel like, we're one anymore.
Okay. Maurice, hearing your wife say these things, how does that make you feel? Hearing her say these things.
I'm appalled. I thought our relationship was good. Now I'm sitting here and listening to her, I see it's not good. So by me not spending time with her, so I'm really appalled.
appalled. When she was just talking, she was saying you guys have discussed this before,
Yes.
to a point where you guys was arguing. So what appalls you? What is it that appalls you?
Every relationship had arguments and
Yes.
stuff,
Mhm.
but I didn't think it was that serious. So, that's why I'm appalled. I didn't think it was that serious.
Let's talk a little bit about your job. What is your schedule like?
My schedule is real flexible now. Before I got my promotion, I had a set schedule. Now I don't have a set schedule. It's like one day I might get off early, and then other days I don't get off early. So that's how my schedule is now.
Okay, do you feel that you work too much?
No, I don't feel like I think no.
Of course he wouldn't. Of course he wouldn't. But
Are you aware that your schedule is causing a lot of tension in your household, causing a lot of lack of attentiveness to your wife?
Yeah, I'm aware now. I was somewhat aware before this, but I didn't even know it was this, this bad.
Oh wow, you said you didn't know when it was this bad. Has it gotten worse besides conversating and arguing?
yes, it has. About three months ago was our anniversary, and a few weeks before, I taking the initiative to talk to him to ask, can he try to get some time off for us, to celebrate our anniversary.
Okay.
And obviously he forgot about it. So when he came in, I was upset with him, and I asked him, what was going on, what was the problem. And he, all he could say was, "I'm sorry, I'll make it up to you." And when he said that, something inside me sparked. I mean, I was so furious at him. It was awful. I mean, it even got to the point where I got physical and violent with him. I took a paperweight off our bookshelf and I threw it at his head. I mean, and it caused him to leave. He left for 4 days. I didn't see him for 4 days. It was a mess. I mean, I never thought that it would be that serious, but like I said, I couldn't take it anymore.
What was your thoughts during the argument? Like, what were you thinking?
All I was thinking was, I want to make this man feel as much pain as I feel. That's why I felt as if I got physical and violent with him. Because one, his comment was just, "I'm sorry." It was so nonchalant, and that's all you could say. This is our anniversary, for God's sakes, and all you could say was, "I'm sorry."
How did you feel after the altercation?
Afterwards, about an hour after he left, I started feeling guilty for myself because I didn't mean for it to go that far as for me to get angry with him, and I didn't think it would prompt him to leave. So I just felt as if I could have handled the situation a little better.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to get violent with him or physical at all. We could have just talked about it. But being him, he probably would have just said, okay, it probably would have went and worn out. I feel as if he don't listen to me when I talk.
Okay, Maurice, how did you feel during this altercation?
I was stunned. I thought she was psychotic. Because only thing you can say is sorry. That's all I said. It was something like she said. I said sorry. What can I say?
How did you say sorry? Because it is important to make sure your tone, your sincerity is put forth in it. So how did you say it? She said that you was nonchalant. Like, how do you?
I thought I said an appropriate way to say sorry.
I'm sorry. That was his response. I'm sorry. As if to say, "Oh, dear, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn off the light." It was, he took it lightly, but that wasn't a matter to take lightly. It was our anniversary.
It wasn't what he said. It was how he said it.
It was how he said it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
How often do you two argue, Maurice?
We argue quite often now. Since I got this promotion, we argue a lot.
A lot. Can you specify, Miss Emery?
Every other day, if you want to call that a lot. We argue every other day, and it's too much for me. You know, that's why I felt the need to seek counseling, because I was on the verge of filing for a divorce, and that's something that I never in a million years thought I'd be doing, because marriage to me is sacred. It's not a joke. I feel as if we should be able to work on our marriage, and I couldn't do that. I had to go to I needed outside help. I couldn't do that. I was literally about to call a divorce lawyer, and you know, I just need some help. We need some help. We have to do this, you know, for each other.
Okay. Maurice, you heard her say divorce, which is the ultimate,
No, to me.
You know, she specifies that divorce is something that she's not, doesn't believe in. And Maurice, divorce is like final. Here, divorce is finality. How does that make you feel, knowing that she was considering divorce, that it had gotten that bad that she considered divorce?
As I just said, that I didn't think it was that bad. You know, I'm out here trying, working hard, supporting me and her. Even though she have a job, I'm out here supporting us, trying to be that man. So I didn't think it was that bad. Now that I'm sitting here, I can see that it's bad. So.
Okay. Do you think you can try to reduce your working schedule to make time for your wife?
I can try to reduce my work schedule to coincide with her. I can try that.
Okay, that's great. You know, Embry, he specified that, he can try. How do you take that?
I'm trying to take him seriously, because, like I said, we've been over this before, and he said that he would do that. He said that he would try to get his schedule, less. He would try to get less work days. But I mean, it's kind of hard for me to believe him, because we've been through it before. We've been through this numerous times, and I don't know if I can believe him right now. I don't know. I have to see it to believe it, per se.
Okay. Embry, in what ways can you be more understanding in regards to his working schedule, and understanding that, his work does require a lot of time from home?
I do understand that, especially now that he's got a promotion. I mean, he was working, he was working enough, before he got his promotion, but now he's working too much for me. But I can try to be a little more considerate. It's just that he should at least take one day off, at least, not every week. He can take one day off every 2 weeks for us. We don't have any time with each other, so I don't know. I can try it. I can definitely try. I do anything to make this marriage work.
Okay. Here's what I like for you two to do as an effort of expressing yourselves to each other. Turn around and face each other for me, please. Thank you so much. Embry, I would like for you to start first and just express yourself to your husband.
Okay. I love you, and I love the fact that you work hard and that you do anything to support us as a family. But I think you work too much, honey. I think you should, take some time off just for us.
Okay.
And how do you feel about the comments that you made?
I feel that I'm working too much, and that I need to take more time out with my spouse to make her feel wanted and to make her feel good.
Okay, you do the same. Face your wife for me, Maurice, and express yourself to her.
I love you, honey, and I love the way that you are always caring for me, and that you really love me to bring me here to work out our problems.
Okay, how do you feel about what he just said, Miss Jacobs?
It makes me feel that I'm doing my job as a wife, but like I said, it's more to it. I feel like we should work on it. We should be more in tune, in tune with each other.
Mm-hmm.
We should spend more time with each other, to show each other what we like and what we don't like about this relationship so we can fix these problems.
Okay, now Ember, I would like for you to deepen the appreciation by using the sentence stem, this is so special because, this is so special to me because, and basically, you know, this having this interaction with each other, being able to express yourselves to each other, being able to see how each other feel about each other besides the arguing. How does this make you feel special?
This is so special to me because I feel like now we can communicate with each other without arguing, without, you know, fussing and fighting with each other. And, you know, I kind of got an understanding of, you know, why he works a lot and stuff. And right now I feel as if, you know, I could be more considerate of his work schedule. But this is very special to me because, you know, I feel like we're one again. You know, I feel like we're a couple again and not just roommates.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Mr. Jacobs? How does this make you feel with the sentence stem, this is so special to me because?
This is so special to me because it opened up my eyes and lets me see that I'm not being that man that I think I am being to her, and that I'm not caring for her needs and stuff. So this is special to me.
Okay. How do you feel now, Ms. Jacobs? How do you feel now?
I definitely feel that I could be more patient with him and more lenient with him on his work schedule, and, you know, it's other things I could do, you know, to pass my time. I feel like we're getting somewhere now. You know, we just need, you know, to continue to work on it. But, you know, I definitely feel like, you know, we can make our marriage work. I don't have to call the divorce lawyer anymore. I feel like this can work.
Okay, what about you, Mr. Maurice? How do you feel now?
I feel since we both got this out, and she mainly getting this out, I feel very good. I feel that our marriage could last now, and we could be more of a couple and enjoy life.
Okay. As I understood and understand for the past 20 minutes of our session, there seems to be a couple of key things that, you know, your schedule was causing a lot of conflict within the marriage. It got to a point where you guys was arguing a lot, fussing and everything, and that it was, the communication level was off a little bit as well. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So here's some suggestions. You know, it's just some suggestions that I throw out. Trying this strategy at home, talking to each other, listening to each other, you know, seeing how each other feel about it, how each other feel, you know, and specify what you like about each other. Don't just focus on the negative things, just focus more on the positive things of what y'all do for each other as a couple outside of the schedule. To my understanding that you're going to try to reduce your schedule, and you're going to try to understand his schedule, am I right? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, Maurice, you and Ember, y'all should agree on a specific, take one day out of the week, maybe do a date night or something, one day out of the busy schedule, and try to spend time with each other. Okay, you know, try that. Does that seem like a good suggestion for you two?
Yes,
okay.
It does.
All right. Also, like I said, try talking to each other, less arguing, and that helps a whole lot. That helps keep down a lot of confrontation as well. Embry, you know, like you said, try to, you know, you're going to understand his schedule, of course, and try to understand each other's point of view, where each other's coming from, where both of you guys are coming from, and I think everything will be okay. If it's okay, I would like to do another session with you guys.
Okay, that's fine.
Sometime soon, maybe possibly next week, and we can talk about the change, how much has changed, and if there's been any improvement.
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yes,
all right. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your time, and I thank you. Do you have anything to say,
yes,
Ms. Embry?
We really appreciate you because we needed this. Like I said, I was on the verge of calling a divorce point, but now that you have given us strategies and we can, you know, we have expressed each other's feelings without arguing, I feel like we can work on this. So I really appreciate you for this counseling session.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad I can be of good help. I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much.
All right.